Have you ever wondered how massive Roblox games are being made? Well, I'm going to figure that out by recreating Pets Go from completely scratch with zero budget. I have two main objectives that I need to complete in this video. Will I succeed? There's only one way to find out. This is the first episode, so I highly suggest watching the previous ones to see the full development process. The two main objectives that I need to complete are making cutscenes for insanely rare pets and adding a bunch of visual effects. I will start with objective 1. Here are two rare pets, a Dominus and a Cyclops, and I want to make a sick cutscene for each one. I have zero experience with making cutscenes, so I looked at Pets Go and their cutscenes are insane. I will try to make something similar that is still unique. I started by scripting a black screen that will appear before rolling a rare pet. I was doing this at school, so I'm surprised that I even have footage. Then I read a little bit about camera movements and started scripting a basic cutscene. This is my first time ever making a cutscene, and here's how it looks. First of all, there's this black screen, and then it cuts to scene 1. There's this nice transition, and then scene 2 plays. Currently, there's no way to get out of this, so it's a little bit broken. I didn't know cutscenes were so cool. I will definitely start to make these for my future games. This system is broken, so I started fixing it and made it work if you roll a specific pet. I'm going to warn you, the cutscene looks really bad, but I got it to work when you roll a pet. There's the scene 1, and now it should play scene 2, and then it zooms into this egg, but it's not synced correctly, so it looks terrible. I will probably have to remake this, because I want this to look really good, and it's my first time working with cutscenes. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm pretty bad at this, but that won't stop me. I adjusted the positions of these parts, and if you're wondering what they're for, well, imagine a camera moving from point A to point B. These blocks are the points. I also improved the system, and let's see how it looks. I think it looks a little bit better, but I'm going to be honest, making cutscenes is really hard, and I think this will be the best that I can do. Like I said, it could be better, but I have nearly zero experience working with cutscenes. Huge respect to all the people that make those insane animations for Pets Go. One of the reasons why Pets Go has cool cutscenes is that they have a wall scene for one egg model, and that's what I'm missing. So I hopped on a 3D modeling software called Blender and made a tower. These are the only assets that I will need for this cutscene. I have so many more assets from my previous games that I can just use. I don't really have an idea of what I'm going to build, but I'll figure it out, and in the end, it'll look very good. It doesn't matter that I have only one model, I still want to make it look good, so I added textures. And here is the final look. It's pretty good, but there's a downside, the texturing outside of Blender. It takes so much time. In Blender it's way easier, but the end result won't be so good. Do you want to save time or lack knowledge in modeling? Well, I got a solution. This is my website where you can get juicy asset packs and pre-made game templates. Like this randomly generated obby kit. It's pretty cool and you can try it out for yourself. There are a couple of free kits too, so click on the link in the description to learn more. Using the spiller and some parts, I made a platform where the egg will spawn. Then I added some mountains and created those points that I was talking about earlier. Look at this problem that I'm having, it's so weird. Here is the map that I made, it's fully anchored, but when I join the experience, all of a sudden, it's completely gone. It has somehow vanished from workspace, and I don't know where it is. I guess the map went to get some milk. Never mind, it was this one property, streaming enabled, that fully fixed the problem. I swear, it's always one property that fully fixes the issue. But now let me show you the updated cutscene. As you can see, now it has this new map that I made, and there is a problem where the UI is still visible, but that only happens because I'm triggering this cutscene with admin commands, and normally when you roll, it hides the UI. I'd say that I'm done with cutscene 1, and I can move on to the next one, which will be insane. For this one, I definitely need assets, so I hopped back on Blender and modeled some stars. I'm going to be honest, I took these planets from Google because I simply don't have that much time to fully texture them. I'm trying to get these videos out as fast as I can, and it's really time consuming. These assets might not look that good, but I promise I will make this cutscene very cool. You can already tell where I'm going with this. I will make a space cutscene, and I started by creating a little solar system. Then I moved on to scripting, which is going to be pretty difficult. I realized I don't have any egg models, so I took one from my other game. Okay, here is the first scene, and the camera movement is way too fast. I will definitely have to adjust it. Looks like there's an error, and it doesn't find the egg model, which is quite weird. I found a fix to that error, and I realized that you can see your character while the cutscene is happening. So I wrote a function that will disable them. Okay, so I improved this cutscene. Let me show you how it looks. First of all, everything is a little more darker, and now it has these slow animations that slowly zoom into these planets. I also fixed the egg and added some particles, which makes it look even better. Of course, it's nowhere near as good as Pets Go, but they have professionals, and this is my first time making stuff like this. Rate this cutscene on a scale of 1 to 10. One thing that my cutscene is missing is sound effects, which are really important. But since I can't use any money, I will either have to make sound effects by myself or survive without them. I'd say objective 1 is completed, and I can move on to the next one, which is creating visual effects. These are my pet models, and I started by adding some particles. I'm going to be honest, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I was able to make this shiny effect. Then I found a free particle pack and made more visual effects. Okay, so now nearly all the pets have particle effects, and let's go! I just got the huge, and as you can see, these effects are pretty insane. For some reason the cutscene didn't work, but I think I just forgot to play it. For some pets these particles are barely visible, so I might have to adjust their speed. Pets Go probably somehow preloads their pets, so particles are already active. This is the best result that I was able to achieve. These effects could have been better, but I'd say that objective 2 is completed. In this episode, I was able to make 2 cutscenes, and it's scripted in a way that a new cutscene can be added really easily. I hope that you could learn something from me remaking this popular game. I used to watch other developers make games to inspire myself to build my own. Anyways, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, have a great rest of your day, and peace.